Hi, everybody. Tom from Sun Racing here. Delighted once again to be joined by Steve Martin, aka Templegate, with the arc in mind. Ante-Post bet time here. Obviously, Love and Enable head the market by a considerable margin here. There's a huge kind of a gap between the front two and the rest of the field in the betting. Steve, who do you fancy? I mean, of the front two, give me your thoughts on those two. Who you think's going to win out of those two, and then of the rest of them, your best bet.
Well, looking at the odds, I mean, you've got to favour Enable, I think, around creeping up to 5-2 now. I mean, Love's been extremely impressive. Obviously, hasn't put a foot wrong with the 3 wins this season, but getting to be a bit of a silly price now, 6-4, 11-8. Okay, getting some weight off Enable, but we know Enable's had the whole season based around it, has won it before. You know, Frankie Dettori, blah. The whole thing is going for it. I mean, of the two, I think of the front two, I would favour Enable over Love, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Love won at all. But at the prices, it's getting a bit daft now. And the race for third, if you want to look at it that way, is getting very interesting. And there's some really huge prices out there. I mean, if you look at Magical, that floored Gaiath the other day, 12-14-1. I mean, if it's going to run, we'll see how many Aidan O'Brien has. I assume Gaiath will probably go to Ascot now, would you say?
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, rather than this, because if it turned up here at 14-1, I think even though you'd be worried, I think that's a huge price if it turns up at 14-1.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, but the one I think I'll be going for was last year's third, Success. I thought that was a really good run in the Irish champion over an inadequate trip. First run outside France. I'm not quite sure why he did that really at this stage, Jean-Claude Rouget. But I thought the horse finished the race off really well. We know the track and everything's going to be ideal, and going back up to 1.5 miles, a little bit of cut in the ground. I think at the prices 20-1, I thought that was a bit of a surprise. 20-1, I think that's fair enough. Have a go for third with that one.
Yeah, I'd rather agree with you, actually. I fancied Sots after the race last year. I thought he ran really well, and it was a really, really kind of renewal that didn't really suit him, I don't think, because I think he didn't really like the ground as much as some of the others. So potentially this year, he can have a big shout up against Enable, who he doesn't have much to find with in terms of form on his best. So yeah, no, definitely agree with that. Great stuff, Steve. Thanks very much indeed. Big price Sots. So yeah, everyone get on at home.